So this is actually pretty cool. There's this new device that's being sold by 8bitdo. If you haven't heard of 8bitdo before, they sell third-party controllers for, I think, just Nintendo, but I could be wrong about that. You know what? Let me go ahead and check. I'm going to click on shop and see if they sell stuff. No, they sell all kinds of stuff now that I think about it, because I bought 2 of them for my RetroPie. Okay, duh. I forgot about that. But most of their controllers are based on old controllers, which is really, really cool. So you can get some Super Nintendo Bluetooth controllers that look just like old Super Nintendo controllers, which is very awesome. Now, why am I talking about them today? I'm talking about them because they've got this new wireless adapter. They call it the gBros, which is a stupid name, but what are you going to do? This is it lets you play your Switch with your original wired controllers, like your GameCube, your Super Nintendo, your NES, your Super Famicom Classic Edition, and Wii Classic. So basically anything that uses that port that is, I don't have one nearby, but anything that, oh, here we go. Anything, if you're watching the YouTube video, I'm showing you something. Anything that uses this port right here, okay? And it looks like it also works with old GameCube controllers, because those don't have that port. So you can use your original GameCube controller wirelessly, not a Wavebird, but wirelessly on the Nintendo Switch. And I think that I like the design of it too. I don't know what the buttons are on there do, but I think it looks cool. And this is a very, very cool way for people to play this wirelessly. And that's how I want to play. I want to play it wirelessly. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that swear by the GameCube controller for Super Smash Brothers. And I think a lot of the reason is because of the hexagonal, or is it hexagonal or octagonal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The octagonal cutouts on the GameCube controller. I think that that's why a lot of people like those. Plus, the button placement is very, very unique, and that A button is huge and right in the middle. And to be honest, the GameCube was one of my favorite controllers of all time. But when I play Super Smash Brothers, I'm most likely to just use my Pro Controller. And that's because I'm not super competitive. And I know that this is probably the playing with a GameCube controller is a lot better, I'm sure. But, you know, if you really want to be competitive, you're probably not playing with a wireless system anyway. That's how I feel. But as somebody who doesn't really care about being super competitive, I'm fine with a wireless solution, and I'm fine with the Pro Controller. But this looks really cool for people who want to use their old GameCube controllers, but they don't want wires strung across the room, because that's a disaster just waiting to happen, especially if you have younger kids or pets as they run across the room and they slam into your stuff and yank your Nintendo Switch off of the shelf that it's sitting on. So I think that this is a pretty cool solution. What they don't show you in this picture, which is something that people probably aren't thinking about, is the original GameCube controller did not have a little tiny cord. It had quite a long cord. So even though this is wireless, it's still got this wire, and it's a long wire that's going to be all kind of coiled up. So that's kind of a hassle. I think there's definitely positives and negatives to, I forgot what it's called, the gBros. I hate the name of it. But that's over at 8bitdo.com. So make sure you check that out. And the link in the show notes will take you straight there if you are interested in that.